Well, here we go. Druid versus Druid. No wild growths. Class that I feel like everyone has brought today outside of... who didn't bring it?
Druid?
Yeah, was it
Tiddler Celestial.
Tiddler didn't bring Druid? Good for him.
And that's it. Only 2 players. Koyuki, his deck list before he had to bow out, did not have Druid as well.
Well, Massan does have wild growth, but he's also got some funky cards in there, like a Defender of Argus. Like a Defender isn't Ascension. Therefore, he can use cards like Defender to start taking a better board position, but that's only if he takes initiative.
Yeah. We'll have to see what kind of Druid Massan is running, if he's running combo or not. It seems like it's pretty heavy ramp, but that could be skewed just because of the fact that he's got to put those legendaries in there, so Dr. Boom Sylvanas would pretty much be auto-includes. Does mean he's not running Black Knight, but it won't really matter against the faster Druid that Tides is running.
Sure. Well, another pretty slow turn coming up from Massan. Have to imagine that he wants to use his coin if he gets something playable. He's even kept Defender of Argus because he didn't have any opportunity to synergize with it. So coin Sylvanas comes out.
It does delay his turn 7 plays, but it's not like he doesn't have anything to do next turn. He does have swipe available to him. And of course, like you said, the Defender of Argus. Not that it gains that much, because Sylvanas is already a target that would most likely get silenced anyway.
This is interesting now. Because you could silence Sylvanas. You can silence Sylvanas, and the next turn, you can innervate out Kel'Thuzad and reclaim anything else that's on the board still. That sounds a little idealistic, though. Like, what if nothing? Like, you get to assume nothing else happens, and you still have a board.
There's just no way to cleanly deal with it without silencing it, though.
Right. The big problem also that I see is if you use innervate this turn, then you don't have a play next turn.
Yeah. Like if he innervated out Dr. Boom.
I think he is going for the Kel'Thuzad play. It's pretty greedy, but I personally like it. Does he still do it? Oh, it's like a full combo now. Maybe just Wraths. Maybe just Wrath in the past now. Now that you've seen him use a swipe. Oh, that's also a possibility as well. Using the Savage Roar so you can take out the Zombie Chow with the Wrath.
Would allow him to clear. I mean, he doesn't even have to. He could take it out with a...
Right, it's just that before it uses up the mana a little bit more efficiently, just because so that way Dr. Boom has less competition on the board. And in the end, you technically have board control, no matter how small and fragile it is. It's always just one of those things where you associate keeping Savage Roar with Force of Nature, but sometimes it's not about the killing damage, it's about having the board, right? Especially if you're the faster player.
Yeah. And he does run 2 Savage Roars, we've seen that so far today, so... even in a situation where he wasn't behind on board or wasn't threatened to be behind on board, he could still be pretty liberal with the first Savage Roar.
The Dr. Boom here would actually send Tides pretty far back, I think. There's like the perfect response here waiting for Massan. He's got Big Game Hunter and Wrath, and like that way you don't really fall behind too much. So he opts to go for Sludge Belcher, and that's definitely the better play. It's like definitely the better play, actually. Because he would have fallen really far behind with the Big Game Hunters.
Oh, Mark of the Wild.
Mark of the Wild. This deck is very peculiar. It's got a lot of taunts.
Yeah. I'm actually really surprised. Well, not really surprised, but maybe a little bit surprised that he chose to go with Sylvanas.
So I was like, why did he do that? Like, why would you throw in the Sludge Belcher? And then he's like, ah. Oh, this is clever.
Yeah, this is what I was saying. I was curious why he chose black, didn't choose Black Knight, because you can make some cheeky little plays out of like Mark of the Wild and enemy minion plus Black Knight.
But now he's got Dr. Boom that's much safer.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. There's Tink Master. Tink Master will snipe that Dr. Boom and
Yes,
turn
it
into
will.
a 1-1. Do you think that's going to happen? What would you do if that was...
I'll eat my shoe.
On stream?
On stream. Ferdinand smiling his sly smile like...
I'm like texting Tides, drop the Dr. Boom now!
And make sure you kill off the boombots ASAP! I want TJ to eat his shoe!
I dragged out each vowel as I was typing in text to emphasize exactly the way you said it.
That's why I dictated it in that manner.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen anymore then. Dr. Boom can easily be dealt with. Well, that's a pretty intimidating board. Let's see what Massan draws off this wild growth. I think he wants something. Maybe if he has a second big game hunter or a way for him to reduce the minions on board.
Antique Healbot is pretty decent to have in the hand at least. Can allow him to get out of combo range in a pickle.
Yeah. His board is very weak to swipe. It's scenarios like this where you're just really scared about what swipe can do. Oh, that's where Defender of Argus comes in actually. Makes it more resilient. Okay.
Good thing too.
Yes, a very good thing, because that was exactly the card we were talking about.
What was Massan afraid of there? He saw the target over the... I think maybe Black Knight is what he was scared of.
Possibly.
Because he sort of winced when he saw the arrow hover over his...
Oh, 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 oh! Shoe time!
That's cheating. It didn't snipe it. That was the only target it could
No,
go
what
for.
was the deal?
You said if it snipes it the next turn.
I said if Tink Master turns Dr. Boom into a squirrel.
This deal is under protest.
Oh my god.
That's
Don't renege on your bets.
That Ancient Allure got a little bit ahead of itself there.
Just like you on that wager.
I was thinking next turn, like sniping and do like 6 creatures.
Eat the shoe or riot.
No. No. I won't do it. You can't make me.
No, you wouldn't. You won't do anything for me.
Oh, we'll get into this again.
Man, Massan is gonna try to go all in on what's gonna happen or what's happened here. He's got such a strong board. Meanwhile, oh man, wow!
Ancient Allure comes back down to
Came
earth.
soaring from the skies. We'll see if this Pilot Shredder can have a huge impact based off of what spawns from it. Drew the Claw, decent draw here.
He has the potential lethal damage here.
Oh, you're right. 7, 10, 11, 15.
He could throw the Boombot in here, and if it hit 3 damage to phase, it would. It's true. Be lethal,
You're
but
right.
that's a
He
pretty.
took the safer route.
Yeah, it was pretty low chance for it to. It would have to hit face and do 3 or 4 damage.
Dr. Boom's pretty resilient. Needs big game hunter. Scenarius, once again, so quickly played, just purges down to the streets.
This is like the flying mechanic in Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. I believe Massan, as the saying goes, is 1 damage off lethal.
Oh, is that how the saying goes?
Yes.
Tides looks a little bit stressed, and I don't know if there's really anything he can draw at this point that's going to help him come back in. Even BGH at this stage, he could throw in the...
Well, if he had another swipe, he actually would have stayed alive for a
I
pretty
think he's
good portion.
used both.
He used both? It's too bad.
That is too bad.
Massan has no idea how to react to some of these cards. He's like, Baron Rivendare. What?
Alrighty.
Alright, so Massan should suicide. I'm saying he should